G'day guys and girls, lads and ladies, mates and misses. I hope you're having a great evening. If you are, wonderful. If you're not, don't worry, you soon will be. That's why I'm here, have no fear. Alright, now we've got the introductions out of the way, I'm going to tell you exactly why I'm here. So, why am I here? Well, I'll tell you why I'm here. I'm here to talk to you about the seemingly impossible phenomenon of travelling through time, or as it's more commonly known, time travel. That's right, don't forget the hyphen in the middle there, that is important. We're not talking about moving clocks from A to B. Alright, now within the last decade or so, I actually discovered just how to travel through time, and as such, I made my very own patented build your own time machine kit. It's actually really simple, really easy to use. It's won many awards for its simplicity. In fact, all you need to build it is a screwdriver, and it should only take you about 10 years to make. So like I said, really simple, really easy. It's nice and cheap as well. It should only set you back about the cost of five-bedroom houses. So, bit of a bargain really, get it while it's cheap. Now, I do actually have one with me here tonight. However, in the interest of time, excuse the pun, I'm not going to build it here, but I did bring along one that I made earlier when I was much, much younger. So let me just go get it. You brace yourselves, all right? Don't you go anywhere in the front of there. Oh, crikey.
Whoa!
Really is a thing of beauty, much like its creator. Now, what exactly are you going to be doing with this time machine? I hear absolutely no one in the audience asking me. Well, absolutely no one in the audience. I'm glad you asked. I'm going to be using it to demonstrate different types of performance methods and inventions and things we're all familiar with today, and how they might be received in different time periods and eras. Now, if you don't understand what I mean by that, don't worry your pretty faces about it, because you soon will do, alright? Now, without further ado, let's go over to our first time period, or as I like to say, period in time. Hello. It's me you want, and it feels like... Alright, so, before we continue, I will just mention that this particular model has a bit of an issue with it, in that every time I do a time jump, it will play a random Lionel Richie song. Looking into it, can't really find the problem at the moment, so for now I'll just have to put up with it, I'm afraid. Anyway, so here we are in the 16th century. Queen Elizabeth is holding a banquet at her crib, her shack, her ghetto, her holder, whatever you want to call it, the palace, whatever. There's poetry readings, there's music, there's dancing. Sounds like a bloody good place to be. Yes, well anyway, as we join the action, a poetry reading is just finishing. And lo, my eyes fall upon the girl at the end of the dock. She is wearing a purple frock and that pink sock. William Shakespeare there with his first sonnet. Roometh for improvement, perhaps a bit. Uppeth nexteth to jesteth Her Majesty the Queeneth, is a gentleman who goeseth by the name of Sir Beats-a-lot. Ladies and gentlemen. What's that? Right, now, while you guys seem to marginally enjoy that, it didn't look too much as if Queen Elizabeth enjoyed his performance. Now, I actually went forward in time a few weeks ago, just to see exactly what happened to Mr. Beats-a-Lot. Turns out he was hung, drawn and quartered for treason against the Queen. So perhaps he should have just stuck to poetry reading. It seemed to do that Shakespeare fella some good. Anyway, we'll now go over to our second period in time. Alright, so here we are in our second time period, in the Victorian era. Now, Queen Victoria is holding an orchestral evening at the Royal Albert Hall. That's right, I've heard it's just like the Albert Hall, but a lot more royal. Now, as we join the action this time, the performance is just finishing. Beethoven there with his unfinished symphony. Still, what he wrote was good. Up next to perform in front of Her Majesty is a relatively unknown composer from the Netherlands who goes by the name of Sir Johann Rapmeister. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. What up? Oh yeah, Queen Vic, I'm coming at you, spitting my lyrics. You think you've got all that power, but I wrote this song when I was in the shower. That's right, but it was a cold shower, because I'm poor, as I'm reminded every hour when my stomach starts to rumble, my head starts to grumble, and all I crave is a delicious apple crumble. That's why I'm here right this minute, to see if I can get some food at the end in it. I don't care about fishing for recognition, all I want is a big juicy chicken. Still, what do you think of my new thing? Rocking out the Albert Hall with all my bling. It's poetry and blues that I have fused. But Queen Victoria, you do not look amused. When I throw my hands in the air, I want to see your hands in the air. I want to see you all go wild, as if I've just shot a little child. With my musket, with my big bad musket. That's all I've got to say. Queen Victoria, keep it real, lady.
Now, Mr. Johann actually made a very interesting observation there about the Queen, that she did not look amused, and indeed she was not amused. Now this time, I actually went forward in time a few months ago, just to see again what happened to Mr. Johann. Turns out he was held captive in the Tower of London for a period of 6 months and subjected to torture before being sent back to the Netherlands, minus the use of his motor functions. So perhaps he should have just stuck to some of that orchestral stuff that Beethoven did. That seemed to do him some good as well. Anyway, we'll now go over to our final time period, or again, as I like to say, period in time. All right, well, we'll forget about that little episode. Anyway, so here we are in our final time period in London in the early-ish 20th century at the Wildest Scientists and Inventors Convention. Try saying that after a couple of pints of Foster's, eh? Stereotypes. Well, as we join the action this time, a presentation is just finishing. And this, my friends, I shall call the light bulb. Turn it on. Instant light. Turn it off. Darkness. I know. I assure you, this is not magic. There is no wizardry at play here, just my sheer and utter brilliance. With this product, we shall revolutionize the world. Thank you. Thomas Edison there, showcasing us his bright ideas. Get it? Yes, well,
Personally, I don't really see it breaking any ground apart from the... This is rubbish ground. Who needs it anyway? What's wrong with candles and lanterns? We've all got those. Who needs change? Anyway, up next to show us what his company has been working for, all the way from California, Stephen. Thanks, Jim. Can I call you Jim? Your name's not Jim. Never mind. Get a load of that guy. The light bulber? Please. What my company has been working on will revolutionize the world all over again. Forget the light bulb. Forget the telephone. Forget the Polaroid camera. Light bulb. Telephone. Camera. What if there was a product that could do all those things and more? Well, I have just that product. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the iPad.
It's beautiful, slim, shiny, metallic, and I'm not just talking about my wife. The iPad. It's got a telephone, sort of, Skype, whatever. It's got a camera, and it's got a light bulb. You don't need a light bulb when you've got the iPad. It's got thousands of apps, thousands of fart apps, apps that make it appear to your friends as if you're flatulent. It really is a lot of fun. We do it all the time in the office. It's got more apps than you could ever need, but you can still brag about it to all your friends, the amount of apps you could have, if you wanted to. And believe me, you will do. So there we have it, the iPad. You don't want it, you don't need it, but you sure as hell do want it, and you will flaunt it. Believe me. Thank you. Now, the iPad actually gained a lot of attention from the audience of scientists and inventors at the convention. So much attention it gained, in fact, that it went to the High Court and it was ruled that Stephen should be burnt at the stake for witchcraft. One of the very nice people in Europe to have been done so, actually. A little bit of a knowledge bite for you there, if you haven't learnt enough already. Well, that concludes my little talk. I hope you've enjoyed the journey I've taken you on. A little harsh in tone, but necessary. I think you'll agree. You know who I've been. Don't forget to pick up one of your very own Build Your Own Time Machine kits from the lobby on your way out, if you can spare the cash. And I'll leave you with something my wife used to say to me. Get off that wallaby. What has she ever done to you? Thank you.